Good evening. Welcome to video number 9. Yes, video number 9. And as you can see by the title, we are doing a little rush tonight, eh? And anybody who happens to be a Rush fan knows exactly who I look like, minus the big beak. Those of you who don't know, Google Getty Lee in the images section. So, without further ado, I will attempt to play the Wreckers without messing it up too badly, I hope. The breakers roar, and in no that wasn't too terrible. Yeah, that one section I had a little bit with the vocals, but we'll be right back. Aye. Oh, we're still a bit shaky, probably. Alright, well, at this point, I don't even know what the title of this section of the video is going to be just yet. I originally was going to talk about the government. And everybody knows the evil government. Yes, like Dr. Evil. Yes, and then the mini-me. But I decided I really didn't want to go there. No sense in one more person bitching about the government. But I do want to just throw in a slightly different perspective. I'm going to actually, starting now, I'm posting shots of a couple of the candidates and the president. And I'm also going to post a picture of myself. And I want you to compare the eyes. Look into the eyes, and at this point I'm pointing at my eyes and you're not going to be seeing them. But anyway, but yeah, look, feel, especially you unpads out there who may watch this video. Compare and contrast Jesus and Spider-Man. No, but look, the candidates. Do you see any kindness and compassion and true caring about the people, about anything? I've looked at these pictures briefly, and I can only look at them briefly because I get too much. I see power, I see greed, I see self-interest. And hopefully in my eyes you see love, compassion, kindness, caring, understanding. And you know, yeah, so this is what we're voting for. Well, I shouldn't say we, those of you who vote. Alright, so the last person I'm going to show you is, you probably know this person. For those of you who don't, this is JFK. Now look in his eyes. Still compassion, still kindness, still understanding. And if you got anybody else who wants to take it further, you know, you can pull up Google the pictures. Again, I just wanted to touch upon just that really quick. As you know, I work through emotions. That's what I do. Because emotions are 1,000 times stronger than a thought. And the sooner we move out of our brain and into our heart space, and using that, and using our brain for daily tasks, the better this world is gonna hopefully be. Trying to figure out what to do. Well, we may as well go from the government right into money. Now, as the Pink Floyd say, money, get away, or whatever, is the root of all evil today. Well, it's not the root of all evil, it's an evil root. And I know some of you spiritual people out there are going to say, well, Chuck, you know, it's just an energy flow. And I agree with you, it is an energy flow. But there's a silent poison in that energy flow. And it's called greed. And I've seen and I've watched spiritual people start off doing YouTube videos. You know, and they were 15, 20 minutes, hour long. And then all of a sudden, I feel a shift in that energy. I feel that greed take hold once they start making a certain amount of money. I don't know how much they make, so I couldn't tell you what that threshold is. Then you start making 3 and 4 videos a day at 3 minutes long. And the titles of the video are provocative, and they try to lure you in. And yeah, they're still good people. There's, you know, but there's just a slight shift. You know? And then you go to like corporations, which let's face it, big business rules this country. Again, I can't speak for other countries, but you know, that's just how it is. And that's the problem. You know, we need a whole new system. We need a new system. You know, we need to go back to bartering and things of that nature. We need to start caring about each other. You know? And that's a problem. We are ruled by money. We pray basically to money. That is our life. Yes, I understand, man. Without it, we're screwed. We can't pay the NIMO. We can't pay bills. We can't. I understand all that. But, you know, somehow, some way, we need to get rid of the system. The system doesn't, and it's collapsing anyway. In the next 5 to 10 years, it's gonna collapse. It's been collapsing forever. It's been a slow. It doesn't work. And it doesn't work because of greed. And greed changes people. People get a certain amount of money, $500,000, $1 million, $4 million, 20, whatever, and they change. Yes, awakened people don't change quite as much, but they still change. So we need to get rid of the system. And I'm sorry, but in this day and age, there shouldn't be poverty. There shouldn't be people starving and homelessness. You know, people are homeless. We've got enough food to feed everybody twice over. And think about this. How much food gets thrown away on a daily basis in grocery stores? How much? I mean, it could feed people. I'm sorry, but in this day and age, with the technology we have, I mean, people should have the basics. Food, shelter, clothing. You know? But it's not that way. And I struggle when I see a homeless person, or I see people who are obviously struggling financially. It's horrible. The depression, the pain, the hurt, and homeless people lost, completely given up. Yes, and many of them are drug addicts or alcoholics. But, and I'll probably do it at some point. I'll be doing a video on alcohol and drugs, because I am an alcoholic, so we'll talk about that another time. Excuse me. Alcoholic meaning I can't drink. I don't like that recovering alcoholic business. But again, that's a video for another time. Well, that's the whole thing. You know, with homeless, even with it's just with drugs and alcohol. Yeah, maybe at first we do it for fun, but then we do it to cope. Because life, you know, again, with the system and the way things is and the greed, it's hard to make it. And we're raised. Oop, there goes the camera shake. Sorry, move my feet a little bit too much sometimes. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I have a wee bit of a headache tonight, so it's a little bit hard for me to concentrate. But anyway, the amount of suffering that goes on, and not even just this country, I mean worldwide. I mean, it's terrible. I'm sorry, in this day and age, should not be happening. we're supposedly intelligent people, or we're very intelligent, and we're knowledge driven and all this and everything else, but yet those that are in higher up, and like I said with the video, look at those eyes. Do you think they give a shit? They probably don't even notice a homeless person. They probably, all these things that you and I see, they don't notice. They're too busy living in their $1 million houses or whatever. But we have to change the system. First of all, we gotta get rid of money, and the whole system has to change. We're so focused on ourselves and making money so we can provide for our families. And like I said, it's not, we have to do it because we have to. But at some point, we all have to get together and say, you know what? Screw you and the horse you rode in on. We have to take control. Say we're done. There's plenty of us out there. I thought about starting a community. It'd be great. Working on trade. I've got different skills. I got knowledge in construction. I'm a psychic, artist, musician, so on and so forth. And with the right people, we could actually start a community off the grid. We can still get internet somehow, and so it's at some point we have to say enough is enough. Like I said, it won't matter. At some point, it's all going to collapse. But and not to mention, it's great to have these websites like Spiritual Night and Empath Zone and Empath Haven and all these other sites to go to, so that we can build this positive energy. But it would be so much stronger and so much more effective if we all, we had these pockets of people that live together. And maybe that ripple effect will, in a way help the energy to raise faster. And yes, like I was saying, it's going to be, it's like positive and negative. I mean, come on, we know what happens with positive and negative. Lightning, thunder, tornadoes, you name it. Yeah, so I'm kind of rambling. I think that's pretty much it tonight. It just, like I said, I originally was going to talk about the government, and I just really don't care. I want to see change. I want to do whatever I can to make change. Again, I said we're supposedly intelligent, but our humanity is gone. People shouldn't starve. People, you name it. And we've been duped by the system that we have to work hard and do whatever it takes to make money. And keeping the focus externally. We've got so many distractions these days between computers and phones and entertainment and movies and shows, and we're all constantly focused outwards. There's a reason for that. The government doesn't want you to start looking inside, start getting a hold of yourself and being, wow, and look at this beautiful being that's on the inside. And it coming out and people starting to think for themselves and feel for themselves and regain their emotional strengths. Trust me, emotions are stronger, like I said, emotions are stronger than thoughts. But we've been told otherwise, And again, it is that male energy, which I don't like referring to that, but it's the thought energy. But the emotional energy is so much stronger. And that's what we're going to have to, and that's what we're starting to work towards. Anybody that can feel the energy of the earth, that's a start. But my brain is hurting. But all I want to say is, we can do it. We can come up with ideas. We can move forward. We can get out of the system. The system is a lie. Their reality is our prison. We just have to wake up and really move out of it and see it and gather together, become a community, become, one. Not only with each other, but with the planet. And that's another issue. We've gotten so far away from nature. People that live in cities, and again, the distractions of daily life and computers and phones and television and all that. It's to distract you from being with nature. Because the stronger connection you have with nature, the stronger you become. Like, I can't wait. This weekend's supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to be nice. I'm going to try and take my kids hiking somewhere. Just to get out in nature. Because it's so important. And I know I've mentioned that before, and I will actually probably do a whole video on getting out into nature and various things. Which I will be shooting that video in nature, in HD, with my girl. So, yeah, tonight's video may not have been as clever and exciting as the others. But, again, I'm not quite up to snuff, so. I hope you all have a great evening, great morning, great afternoon, whenever you watch this, if you watch this. And, again, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it, if you've gotten this far with me. And namaste, and peace. Thank you.